It's 1997. You hear about a website by the name of 6 Degrees talked about among your friends, family, and coworkers, and everyone seems to be buzzing to get the word out about a new thing called social media. 6degrees.com is the first most recognizable social media platform. Established in 1997, 6 Degrees was a website that allowed its users to upload a profile, create connections, and create conversations among users. As the years evolved, more and more social media platforms have become mainstream. Sites like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and even TikTok, are just a few of the thousands of websites or apps used to connect with people all around the globe. Today, teens and adults alike actively use social media to post updates, share interests, or simply find a friend. But what really happens when we become dependent on these cyber connections and lose touch of what's truly around us? How does the need for likes, comments take a toll on our daily lives? Is all of social media social, or is it all about appearance and what we want others to see? Social media was created to allow people to make connections with others they may have never been able to meet otherwise. In some cases, however, rather than connecting people with one another, social media has the power to disconnect us all. Behavioral therapist Shaman Ajan studied just that. He believes that social media has the power to create unrealistic expectations for relationships and may lead to jealousy, leaving the person wondering why their friendships and other relationships weren't as picture perfect as those on social media. Ajan states, "What you will most likely see are curated and filtered posts that only highlight unrealistic images of what a relationship is. The lifestyles you are scrolling through may change how satisfied you are in your relationship, because you seem to be better than what you have. These unrealistic expectations are often a cause for low self-esteem, and also have the ability to lead a person to disassociate from actual connections, making the person feel as if none of their relationships will ever meet their expectations." This is equally evident in high school students. Ruben Valenzuela is an 8th grade teacher who wanted to insight on his students' lives. He had all of his students fill out a survey asking for students' insight on issues with social media. Valenzuela states, "They agreed that when they are hanging out with a group of friends, pretty much everyone is on their phone. A lot of them said they'll talk to 100 of their classmates on social media, but in real life, as they're passing in the hallway, they won't talk to each other." Many students find it easier to send a text or post a comment than to begin an actual conversation with someone directly in front of them. Students find comfort in being able to converse while also being able to delete anything that they may regret saying, something that's very impossible in real life. Though social media may seem like an innocent place, the effects social media has on one person can be quite harsh. Many active users of social media platforms become dependent on the approval they receive from people on the internet. In order to find social validation, Ray Johnson, clinical child psychologist, explains the following. For kids experiencing anxiety and depression, carefully edited feeds can act as a smokescreen, masking serious issues behind pretend perfection and making it harder for parents or friends to see that they need help. Teens often use social media as a way to seek validation from people. Likes and comments feed teens' hunger for validation, no matter how fake or curated the post may have been. This is often the reason many refer to social media as toxic. Though there are many toxic creators and influencers out there, we must acknowledge those who have used their social media platform as a way to empower teens and help them have a realistic view of the world. Many celebrities and influencers are highly involved in the self-empowerment movement. A great example is global sensation BTS. This music group of 7 members is known to be extremely encouraging. Their music revolves around loving yourself, and they even launched the Love Myself campaign in partnership with UNICEF in 2017, and have spoken at the United Nations Assembly many times. They are known for responding to fans' messages with encouraging words, and are globally recognized for their efforts in helping teens deal with mental health and self-validation. BTS, along with other artists and influencers, are a big part of teens' understanding that social media isn't a place in which we seek validation, rather, a platform we can use to share ideas and connect with people more efficiently. For teens, it may be intimidating to think of a world in which we have to connect with people solely face to face. We've become accustomed to a life in which we can easily send a text to anyone in the world at any moment and have begun to lose touch with the people directly in front of us. We live in a world in which one click on a screen can mean more to a person than an entire conversation. We mustn't let those clicks define us and who we are, because no matter what, life goes on. So I urge you, let's live on.